Okay, the next video I'm going to post is how to put a different kind of assignment onto your Google Classroom. So I will jump over to my math classroom where I already have my weekly calendar and I have some extra activities if the parents need something else for them to do. So I'm going to show you how to put in a Google slide, which gives the kids the option of manipulating slides that are already made. So for example, for this one, they are able to type in the box, like what it would be rounded to. And when they're finished, they can submit it to you and you can check their answers and see if they have done them correctly. So I'm going to show you how to make it to where they can type in the box and move things around without messing up your original PowerPoint slide. And they have tons of these on Teacher Pay Teacher. If you just type in interactive Google slide activity, they're very easy to find. I use them and win all the time. So, for example, if I wanted to put one of these into my weekly extra activity down here, I would go to create, and remember, this is something they're doing, not something they're looking at or viewing through a link, so that's an assignment. And I'm just going to say weekly math practice, and I would click both math classes if I was doing this for real, and I want this to go under the extra activity, not the assignment activity, because I want them to understand that only the assignments are what they're required to do. This is just for parents that might want their kiddos to do a little more at the table when it is their homeschooling time, or that think that just a little bit, like the rat problem, is not enough for right now. So I'm going to go to Add. Again, I know that these things are on my Google Drive. So I'm going to go to Share Drive, CIS Teachers, 3rd grade, Math. Remember, Math has them in the Fun Resources, Google Classroom folder. Some of them are done by topic, and some of them are done by whatever they're called in the folder. Just to show you real quick, whenever I like one that I know I want to use, I always make a copy and move it to my personal. Or actually, the best way to get it to your personal drive the fastest, rather than make a copy, is to do share and send it to yourself. And then you don't really have to worry about making a copy. And then once you go to shared with me, see how it automatically showed up? If you want to make any changes, that's when you would need to make a copy. If you want to leave it the way it is, you don't necessarily have to make it a copy. So, but if you wanted to see what it did, like what the kids were able to do, so the kids, for example, can type in these boxes. So there are 2 groups, 3 fish in each, 6. So the only thing is when you type in them, everybody can see what you typed unless you make a copy. So sometimes I like to do the first one for the kids so that they can see what it is that they're supposed to be doing. So now that I've put that into my drive by sharing it with myself, I can get back over here. And this is the one that I picked. So I'll push Add. Now, here is where it's super important if you're doing a Google slide and you want them to type things on it. It is super important that you click this arrow and you click Make a Copy for each student. Otherwise, they are changing your material. Whatever they type is going to show up on the copy that is in your folder. Or if you for some reason can edit file, they can all edit the same file. So one child could go in to do something, one could erase it. There are opportunities that I have done charts and the kids can all type on the same chart at the same time, and that's a lot of fun. But in this instance, you don't want to do that. So do make a copy for each student, and then they will each get their individual copy to manipulate from there. And then you just push assign. And for some reason, it is taking a long time to assign it. Okay, so now I have something in my weekly math practice, and it even shows them what it looks like. So I have my newsletter. I have my Google form with the instructions that I typed, so that's real nice. And then I have my weekly math practice.